If you were to pick one word to describe 2020, what would it be? Weird? Scary? Frustrating? The arrival of COVID-19 changed everything for everyone in the metro. Let's take a look back now at the local stories that made 2020 a year we will never forget.
"2020 started with a bang. On February 2nd, the Kansas City Chiefs won Super Bowl 54 in a thrilling comeback victory, beating the San Francisco 49ers 31-20. It was Kansas City's first NFL championship trophy in 50 years. And then it was time to party. The ensuing Super Bowl parade through the streets of Kansas City on February 5th was legendary. The bone-chilling cold fazed no one in the huge crowd, including Travis Kelce.
You gotta fight for your right to party!
In March, Kansas City prepared to party again for the Big 12 basketball championship, but suddenly it was canceled because of the novel coronavirus, which at that time was something most people knew very little about. Days later, with COVID-19 cases surging, Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas issued a stay-at-home order requiring everyone to stay home except for essential activities. The order shut down businesses and schools. Bars and restaurants were hit especially hard. Many employees lost their jobs. Many businesses closed their doors for good. With schools closed or in hybrid learning, many of the Metro's students were forced to learn from home. Parents now found themselves homeschooling their kids and wondering how long this would last. Many school districts canceled sports activities. Hundreds of parents and students protested, demanding that kids should be able to play school sports.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
On May 30th, following the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis, hundreds of social injustice protesters flooded the plaza demanding change. What began as a peaceful protest turned violent and destructive. In November, droves of voters turned out for one of the most anticipated and contested presidential elections in history. Locally, Missouri Governor Mike Parson defeated Nicole Galloway. In Kansas, all eyes were on the Senate race as Barbara Bollier tried to become the first Democrat to turn Kansas blue since 1932. That didn't happen, as Republican Roger Marshall is now Senator-elect Marshall. It was a momentous day on December 14th. That's when a nurse at Truman Medical Center was the first person in the metro to receive a vaccination shot for COVID-19. Health experts called it the beginning of the end of COVID-19. Sadly, Kansas City, Missouri set a record for the number of homicides in 2020. As of this report, there have been more than 170 people who were murdered, making it the deadliest year in Kansas City history. On that somber note, we say goodbye to 2020 while looking forward and hoping for a brighter new year.